Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see a squad from the back, the UMASS Minutemen, taking on a team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. UMass will kick off and we'll be underway. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Mississippi State's return team didn't help matters out much there. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Third and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Looking to throw, it's Chapin. Looking left. It's caught downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep those rosters intact. But the transfer portal completely flips rosters upside down. One team that struggles this year, if they get one key addition, it's a team potentially competing for a national championship next season.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So UMass offense will go to work for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Throws to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Takes the handoff. It's Lee. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they... There. They need to really generate momentum and get this run game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Shapen. Finds his big tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
3rd down coming up.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. He's now up to 52 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And that one sails through the back of the end zone. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Missouri just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to victory. And that's really the standard there in Columbia. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. To throw, it's Pumachan. Quickly complete. And he'll be brought down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man on the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Leaves it with the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Turns it on in midfield. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down. UMass quickly back to the line.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Getting some heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last few plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. They go to the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Fires to the wideout. Got it! Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Minutemen! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This should be the last play of the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside give. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the first. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Mississippi State right back to the line. On the option. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a man. It's Shapen. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells.
Flying down the right side. The 10. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Give to the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Now the play fake. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Coming after it. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
UMass will line up to punt it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Mississippi State going up-tempo. To the air. It's Chapin. Trying to get to it. And they got him for the sack.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. Here's the handoff. Oh, the 360. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the 1st down yardage. Off play action on 1st down. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Pressure coming. Got it in the middle. It's Simpson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On on 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. And it's right down the boulevard. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Georgia State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Wide receiver shows motion. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll leave it with him. He breaks a tackle. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. He's got 50 yards rushing already here in the 1st half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UMASS!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. He's got it. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Gets it out fast.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. To the air on 1st down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On second down, wants to throw it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Motion from the offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The UMass offense returns to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
On second down, looking again to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're going to go to the air on third and short. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Starkville. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. Back to pass, it's Pumachan. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab on the left. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. UMass quickly back to the line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Off the play fake. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Third and short now from their own 48. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. UMass will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down. The give to the back. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Might as well give it to him again. Running with power. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. The give from the gun. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Got it looking for a first. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Gets it out quickly. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Just got one on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. Looking downfield, it's Kumachan. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. UMass quickly back to the line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Finds a tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too? From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He'll do it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UMass! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Florida Atlantic is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Boca for some time. They're up by 21 over Minnesota.
They'll run it from the gun.
We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll go to the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Nice job to get it past the sticks and then get him down at the 35.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Give to the back. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Chapin. Fires to the right. Ball in the air, intercepted! Trying to take it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
The UMASS offense returns to the field. Handoff from the gun. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give on the inside. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Minutemen! And the punishment has been extended.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Slips through the line. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Back to throw, it's Pumachan. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. UMass will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch down the right side. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Now on second down. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first three periods. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And here comes the offense on second down. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the two. Dropping back, it's Chapin. Back open in the middle. He gets in there for the two. It's a two-possession game now, and they've still got a shot. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UMass offense returns to the field. From the gun, give on the inside. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. From the gun, the ground game. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The new set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Off play action. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now, the 7th sack of the game.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Pumachan. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And the try is no good. And despite the missed field goal, the lead still at 16 points. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed.
He's got it down the left. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. You can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
Looking for the 2-point try. He'll try to slam it in. Bounced off his feet.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. It's complete to the right. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Wants to throw. It's Pumachan. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now after the short completion, it's 2nd down. They'll run play action. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Brown. Tackle is made after the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Going up top on 1st down. Makes his connection. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Trying to convert this 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looking to throw, it's Kumachan. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Washington had an impressive showing at home, and to do it with some of the legends of the past there, Mark Brunell, Napoleon Kaufman, and Lincoln Kennedy, what a special victory. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. He's back to throw on second down. This time on target. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. The aerial assault continues. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. He's taking a deep shot, and it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. On fourth down, looking to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and give me the rock back.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.